Hello, Pisces. Happy New Year. My camera's tricky. Let me just fix it real quick. Happy New Year 2020. This is going to be a singles reading for the sign of Pisces. My camera's still crooked. I don't know why I did that. Sorry. For Pisces singles, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So, if you don't know what your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs are, just search your natal chart online, and there's lots of free natal charts on there. Remember that this cannot and will not resonate with everybody. This is meant for large numbers of people, and it's just a general reading. So try not to take it too seriously. Take what resonates, throw out what doesn't, try to have fun with it. You know, if it's good, run with it. Never give your power over to a tarot reader. There may be some cussing, because sometimes I swear. Without further ado, let's see what's going on for January 2020. I also want to mention that I'm not doing full year readings because I believe that the year is nothing but possibility, and I don't feel like I could possibly do whole year readings for such a large group of people in a general. So anyway, let's see what your current energy is here, Pisces, for the month of January 2020. I have 10 of Wands. Let me show that to you again. That's my heavy burdens card. I mean, this dude is like totally like trying to carry those wands to the house and can't really see where he's going or she's going, and most definitely is probably going to trip and fall on their face. So I feel like you're carrying some heavy burdens right now, Pisces. I'm sorry, and it probably has something to do with something you've been waiting on. This is a past energy here with the Seven of Pentacles. Like maybe you put a lot of effort and time into something, and you've been waiting in the past, and maybe you're still waiting, and that's why I'm getting the Ten of Wands here in your current energy, and it's starting to become burdensome to you. Let's look a little bit more at the past here. And this has to do with something that you reconciled with or compromised on. So maybe in the past, you invested a lot in a situation, or maybe even a relationship or something, and maybe compromised and reconciled that situation. So maybe I feel, okay, what I'm getting the feeling here, Pisces, is that you've invested a lot in a situation in the past that you have decided to reconcile and compromise with this situation, with this person, with these circumstances, whatever the case. But in your current energy, I see it being a heavy burden for you right now. And whatever it was that you compromised or invested in must have knocked you down pretty good, because I have the Four of Swords here. This is my wounded warrior. This is somebody who's been through lots of battles. And on Ramblin' Mike's tarot, I love the way he describes this card. Back when they used to battle in the day, before they would go out to battle, they would build these coffins and for their death. And if they lived through the battle, they would come back and they would put this pad on top of their coffin, and they would sleep on their coffin and rest with the Ace of Swords right next to him. You see there's three swords above him there, you know, which shows that he's been through some broken hearts and battles and stuff, and has to heal. So I see in the past that maybe you've been waiting on healing a situation, or healing yourself or your mind or your heart or whatever, and as something that you had invested in, you know, obviously, whether emotionally, mentally, physically, maybe all, and reconciled or compromise. This is my compromise card. Or somebody gave you a gift, or you gave someone a gift to reconcile a situation. But somehow or another, right now, Pisces, it's become a burden. And let's look a little bit more into this burden. What's burdening you, Pisces? Okay, I got the World card. Okay. And maybe you know that this is the end of a chapter here, not the end of a cycle. Cycles and chapters are different. If I'd had the Wheel of Fortune come up, I'd say, oh, this is the end of this particular cycle. It could come back around, blah, blah, blah. But what I have here is the World card. And the World card has fixed signs all the way around it here. It has Leo, Taurus, Aquarius. Hold on, man. I can't remember all my fixed signs. I just talked to myself. Anyway, those are all the fixed signs there. And this is the last card in the tarot. This is the end of a chapter. This is the end of the tarot, basically, which means that there's definitely a new beginning coming. So I think what's burdening you here, Pisces, is that you are coming to the end of a chapter in your life. And this has become a burden to you. And it might be this thing that you tried to compromise or reconcile. Whatever this was that you had invested in that left you kind of wounded and down. And I think it has to do with love, because I have the King of Cups here. And the King of Cups is, well, he's an emotionally mature individual who has, who's emotionally mature and knows, how to love right and everything else. And this might be you. You might be ending in a chapter here, or, oh, wait a minute, wait. Okay, this could go either way, the way these cards are sitting, because you might be in the middle of an emotional love offer that you've been waiting for, and this person's coming real, and this is somebody that you reconciled with that you've been waiting on that had hurt you in the past. But now they're coming through as emotionally mature, and this is causing you a heavy burden because you thought this chapter was over, or you feel like it's starting a whole new chapter. But I see whoever's coming in with this emotional love offer, whether it's you, Pisces, or whether it's somebody else that you're reconciling with, it is a mature, sincere offer. And this I have coming up as happening right now. And I also see it as something that maybe you've been waiting on. And this person's showing up like the Emperor here. So, okay. See how this is going to work out. And this has either got you or them feeling very burdened by it, because maybe you didn't think this was going to happen. But now that it's happening, it's like a total burden. Or just its weight. It's like, oh my God, what am I going to do? It's crunch time. Oh, fuck. It is. This is with the karmic partner. I have the Lovers here. Okay, so this person's coming real. And this might be what's weighing you down, Pisces, is that this person has matured. Or vice versa, either way, but this person has matured, is making the solid, real love offer to you. Emotionally. So this person is very emotionally open to your connection. And this might be kind of throwing you off. I mean, I feel like you've been waiting for this, but now that it's happening, it's all of a sudden you're just kind of like, oh no, this feels heavy. Wow, a lot of my singles readings are having people show up in their life, like I'm losing singles and gaining you. Might have to check your couples readings when Errol gets them out. Okay, so in your future energy, I definitely see a karmic coming in here. Whether it's if this unless this is already happening right now, which I definitely see a very emotionally mature love offer. I think the burden that you're carrying here with the Ten of Wands is that you may not feel you've got what it takes. Like you're a page in this situation. Like you can see this person has the Ace of Swords in their hand. So they have clarity in everything and they're kind of standing there with it. It's kind of big and the wind's blowing in the background and everything. So maybe in the future you're going to be feeling like, maybe I can't be as loving as this person. Maybe I should just, like, I don't have the skills to do this because I got the Page of Swords looking right at the King of Cups. So in this dynamic, one person may be thinking that either they are too immature for this connection or vice versa. But I don't see like the other person thinking that you're immature, too immature. I see this mostly like you feeling that you're like maybe not mature enough for this situation, or that you don't have total skills to deal with this kind of deep love that's being offered to you and stuff. But I definitely see you seeing this person as, like a soulmate or this situation, but I don't see it as a situation. I see this as an emotional love offer here. And this could be with a family member, a friend, or whatever too. But I do have the Lovers here. So I got the Temperance card, which is a card of balancing out your emotions and stuff. So I feel like this is gonna throw you off balance, or you wouldn't get the Temperance card. You wouldn't need to balance yourself if you weren't off balance. So I feel like this situation coming in, my King of Cups is always to me an emotional love offer, is gonna make you kind of feel like maybe you're not skilled enough to deal with it, Pisces. And it's going to throw you a little bit off balance and stuff. Like, it's not that you're not skilled enough. It's like with the Page of Swords, it's not falling into a spy position or anything like that. It's falling into the Lovers, and I have the King of Cups facing the Page of Swords. And it's definitely telling me that, the Page of Swords is like the apprentice that has learned everything that they can learn, and they actually have, the Ace of Swords, which is Excalibur, in their hand, and but they kind of don't believe in themselves. It's when you're like, I've learned everything I can learn. I'm a badass. I'm totally skilled with this sword, but I just don't have that confidence. I'm just a page. I don't even have a horse yet. I'm not even a knight. And I'm certainly not a king or a queen. So you know what I mean? Kind of not having that self-confidence. And I see that kind of throwing you off balance a little bit, because I have Temperance here, and Temperance is about balancing. And like I said, you wouldn't need to balance yourself unless you were off balance. So this may throw you off balance a little bit, but I see you regaining your balance. I'm not going to tell you yet. Just want one more card and then I'll tell you. Yeah. Okay. So, all right, check this out. Okay, so this is going to throw you off balance a little bit. You're going to get some sort of offer that's going to, feel like love, appreciation, and joy, whether it's for a job or somebody recognizing you or a romantic offer, whatever it is, but it's going to feel like a soul connection. It's going to feel like a karmic situation. I feel like going into it, you're not going to feel like you're ready yet. That's my Page of Swords. It's going to throw you off balance, but then you're going to regain balance. Once you regain balance, I think you're going to realize that you are perfectly fulfilled where you're at. This is the Nine of Cups. This is total wish. This is like having everything you want. It's not the Ten of Cups, it's not like, you found the perfect partner and everything else. But this is the Nine of Cups. This means that I don't really need the perfect partner right now because I have all my cups are full. I've got this curtain. I've got some shit behind this curtain that nobody knows about. I'm very smug, fulfilled. I'm good on my own. I don't need anyone else to fulfill me card is what came up after that. And then the Two of Wands. And the Two of Wands card to me is like a Page of Wands. Because if you take away this wand right here, it is just the Page of Wands there. See? And this is new passions building up inside of you. And you can see this person's looking into this crystal ball and seeing all the endless possibilities of their future and taking their passions into their future. So whatever this offer that comes in, I don't think that you're going to feel like you're super ready for it. And because it throws you off balance a little bit, I think you're going to choose to just kind of love yourself first and go with you because you've already got all the fulfillment that you need and you're busy trying to manifest other things that you want for your life that you've been kind of creating in your vortex of creation right now. And on the bottom of the deck, I have the Sun card, and I think this is going to make you happy, this decision to kind of just be self-fulfilled and everything. So that's what I have for you, Pisces. This reading kind of had me sketched out in the beginning a little bit here, but yeah, basically what I have here is, you've been hurt in the past. You've just healed from all that. You've made an investment that you were waiting on for a long time, and somehow or another it came back around. You reconciled this investment, but it left you feeling burdened because I think whatever this reconciliation with came with a gift, and whatever that gift was kind of made you feel burdened a little bit in this situation because you thought that the cycle was over. And a lot of times if you're feeling burdened by a gift, maybe this person made you an emotional love offer currently with a gift attached, and that can a lot of times make us feel like we're prostituting a part of ourselves. Call it bread of shame. But and it is with a karmic person. This is with a karmic person. Just because it's the lovers doesn't mean you always end up together. And I think this person is coming true to you. I think they're coming real and correct. I just think you're at a point now where you're just like, man, I'm not ready for this, and it's throwing me off balance. So I think I'm good myself because I'm pretty fulfilled where I'm at, whether this be with a job or a romantic situation. I think you have different ideas for your future, Pisces, and I think those ideas really make you happy inside, and I think you're going to go with that. So that's your reading for January 2020. Thanks for tuning in. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you have not already subscribed to the channel, please just reach down there on that button and please subscribe. You don't always have to watch, but it helps us to have subscribers. If you want to try to do a yearly reading, you can email me and we'll work it out to try to, predict your whole year coming up. And there is a reading for that, and I have a spread for it. There's also a donation link in the description box below. If you'd like to support the channel, that would be great. And we love your comments too. And thank you so much, Pisces, and have a great January. We'll see you in February.